Welcome to a book review. Again, one of the slightly older books. This one, Lugh, Meeting the Many-Skilled God by Morgan Daimler. So this one was released in 2021. I have borrowed Rachel's copy because this one had slipped past me as well. And, for any of you that have seen any of my previous book reviews, you will know that Morgan Daimler is one of my go-to authors. Their knowledge, their knowledge of the resources is just phenomenal. If you manage to listen to any of their interviews, they are asked a question and you literally within seconds they come out with all of this information. The fact they can retain that amount of information for me is just amazing. But to then be able to take those resources and write them in a way that is approachable for me or anybody, whether you know about the Irish Pantheon or whether you're just interested, you will be able to read this book. Morgan Daimler she takes those old resources and makes them accessible to everyone, which is I just love their work, basically. Anybody that's seen any of my previous will know that I could carry on and on and on, which I won't, obviously. So, the Many-Skilled God. So, I don't really know where to begin because there's just so much in here, considering this is, again, it's a pagan portal. It's such a concise book, but it's packed with information. So let's just open it up and just talk about it. So there are 5 chapters. Chapter 1 is telling you about Lugh and who he is. Chapter 2 is telling you about Lugh in Irish myth and folklore. Interesting, chapter 3 talks about his equivalents in the Welsh pantheon, the Gaulish pantheon, and also how he's related to Finn McCool, which is a really interesting chapter, really interesting. Then goes on with his possessions and associations. The final 2 chapters, so having talked about all of the previous information that we have about this god, what Morgan Daimler then goes on to do is to actually talk about Lugh in the modern world, and chapter 6, connecting with Lugh now, here, for us. So, Lugh in the modern world, she actually talks about modern folklore, W.B. Yeats and Augusta Gregory, for example, just 2 examples I'm pulling out. They then go on to talk about mass media depictions of Lugh, how he appears in modern books, in video games, on television, in art. And actually the author lists, because she covers art as in not just pictorial, but music as well. Kellyanna has got Lugh. I don't know whether it's a song. I don't know Kellyanna. So, but also the author has mentioned Dave the Bard, who has Lunasa. Lugh, Lunasa, the connection is there. And then chapter 6 is where, and this is again what I love about this author, is that they actually they make suggestions. They're not dictatorial. They make suggestions by describing some of their own personal practices. So there's a discussion of how to create an altar. And the author has actually said some of the things that they have done when they have created their altar, not just at home, but when they're traveling. The offerings that they would use. They've included prayers as well. Does they say where they did it? I think these are her own prayers. I think they are. The author has also included a meditation to meet Lugh. And then we get to the back of the book. And as you know, this is one of the things that I love about this author, is that there's a conclusion, first of all, where they sum up why they've done this book. And this book has been only a small and brief introduction to the depth that is found in studying Lugh. I strongly encourage people who are interested in going deeper to keep digging, and they provide the resources to do that. So there's Appendix A is a glossary of names and terms. There's the Appendix B, which is the pronunciation guide. Then we get to the bibliography. There are 2 and nearly a half pages of bibliography, which, considering how few original sources there are, is just phenomenal. This author is just brilliant. Brilliant. As I say, you know, I am a fan. But yeah, highly recommend this book for anybody who is interested in, even if it's just an interest. But yeah, let me know if you get it, what you think of it, or just say hi in the comments, and I will see you next time.